This episode is brought to you by Harry's. Harry's is so confident you're going to love their blades, they'll give you their trial shave set for free when you sign up at harrys.com/CAG. Just pay for shipping. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 554. I'm your host, GBD, here in Long Island, New York. And here's Wombat. Whether you wouldn't, I don't know. I was trying to come up with a wouldn't joke, but yours was so good on Twitter that I would just like you to say it.
No, that's fine. I mean, it was a funny joke, but you have to follow me on Twitter to read it.
You got the good stuff.
That's where all the jokes are.
Right, not here.
No, definitely not here. But thank you for appreciating my joke.
No, I liked how nobody got it, too. Why don't you tell people what your Twitter joke was so that they...
Oh, I said I would vote for Trump in 2020 because he obviously doesn't know the difference between would and would.
I think he knows the difference.
Yeah. That's it. That is the weirdest excuse. I mean, I know people hate it when we talk politics, but I meant to say something else instead of treason. I just said the wrong thing at the time.
I mean,
is the strangest thing I've heard in a long time.
Well, I think this way you have all the bases covered because now you've appeased everybody. You can just say, I didn't mean that, or I did mean that.
Shouldn't it be the other way around, though? Now you didn't.
Shipwreck, save us from politics, quickly.
I know. Get us out of this hole.
Okay.
Make a fart noise, quick.
I got some Donkey Kong socks.
Nice.
Yep.
Do you wear those to work?
We were just talking about socks before we started the show.
We were. That's what made me think of it. I could wear them to work. Yeah, sure. Why wouldn't I wear Donkey Kong
I was just asking. I wasn't judging.
Yeah. No, they're good. It was a 5-pack for like $4 at Walmart.
That's a good deal.
But don't they make your feet smell, though, because they're made out of some cheap-ass substance that they manufacture in China?
I think it's your feet that make your socks smell, not the other way around.
Well, it's about a lot of factors, I would imagine. The ventilation in the socks, the ventilation in the shoes, the materials, if your feet are clean or not.
They're not as good as the silver lined socks that we have had a sponsor for before, but.
Oh, you can. They're going to be a sponsor again, so you can feel free to mention.
Perfect.
Was that Mack Weldon?
That is Mack Weldon. Those are some mighty fine socks.
My socks are the worst right now. I have when the bottom of the sock is a different color, and your foot is supposed to go in there. Mine, it goes back.
Your foot goes in the whole sock, actually.
Well, it just so you know how to put your foot in, which part is the bottom.
Yes.
And I have to buy big socks because I have a size 13 foot, and it's hard to find size 13 socks because usually stores only carry up to 12. So finally,
the Donkey Kong socks are size 10 through 13.
See, but I question that. I bet you that they're really too small for a size 13. So I found one that goes up to 13, but they're actually too big now, and the heel part is up to my Achilles area. So it actually could hang out the bottom of my shoe, which is embarrassing for an internet mogul like myself.
This sounds like the least important problem anyone on the planet Earth has ever had.
Shipwreck. I was trying to get sold on Shipwreck's Donkey Kong socks.
They're size 10 through 13. You get 5 of them for like $4 or something.
That's my price area.
Maybe $4.50.
The problem is that 5 socks is an odd number, so you're kind of screwed.
That's why they're so cheap.
The real problem is there's no Funky Kong in this pack.
Just don't wash your feet for 7 days or so and make your own.
Yep. No, they are perfectly acceptable work socks.
Nice.
I'm not going to play basketball in them. I don't think they'd be good basketball socks.
Did you read that link that I sent you?
I did, about the person who called the cops for getting fouled at pickup basketball.
Yes,
I'm not going to lie.
In the gym.
That situation
it wasn't
is not
even
that far-fetched. Like,
it wasn't even like street basketball. This was in a gym.
no,
in a gym.
It's like at a rec center.
Yeah.
The cops have come into our basketball games before
Damn, Ship, where are you playing?
at a very nice rec center.
In the hood?
Someone called the cops for being fouled too hard in your rec center.
No, it's the cops came a couple times because of fights that broke out due to various things.
Okay,
in
that's
basketball games.
that's a lot more understandable.
Yeah. This was an aggressive screen, they said.
What did he expect the cop to do? Like he said he got assaulted? I mean, what was the cop supposed to do? Teach him about the rules of basketball?
Yeah, basketball cops. That's a thing.
Ball boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
I'm going to guess that guy that called the cops is probably not going to play basketball there anymore.
I would hope not.
Or anywhere.
Tonight on Basketball Cops.
It could be a show. It really could. Where you just see the ridiculousness of 30 and 40-year-old men arguing with each other over foul calls at pickup basketball games.
Dude, when I play ping pong, I play against a guy
Children.
No.
Mostly
This is like
children.
a man who's my senior. And he's a professional, like very successful guy. He's so successful that he plays ping pong basically all day or like half the day every 5 times a week. And he's like complains a lot. He doesn't call the cops on me or anything, but like, he's like a little bitchy sometimes. I'm like, look, you're playing ping pong in the middle of the day. Like, why are you getting so upset? This is like the life right here. The same thing, like you're playing basketball in a nice gym with people, you're able to get a game together, like, and you're an adult. Like, you should be thankful. Don't call the cops. Oh yeah, that's bad. Chip, don't ever call the cops on somebody if they foul you too hard. Okay, promise us that.
I generally don't. I mean, the thing with our rec center is the police. What are those called? Stations. Police stations.
Right.
It's right next door to the rec center. So
you can just go
I could just walk across the street. It'd be fine.
Yeah, you don't want to be there when the cops come and you have to explain it. Like ideally you want to go to the cops and explain it there and maybe wait in the police station.
You could become a meme. You could be Rec Center Rob.
Is that his name?
No, that would be the meme.
Oh. Whew. I'm exhausted. I'm thinking getting fouled that hard. He looked fine, by the way, in the picture. Like he was just standing there. Like I was one thing. Like if he was like he was standing, so he was like pretty okay, I guess. Like if he was lying down or had his arm in a sling or some ice on his head or maybe like one of those.
We had a guy get 10 stitches last week.
Yeah, there's some blood somewhere. I mean that I could understand. But
we had a guy have a heart attack one time.
Damn. See, Shipwreck's basketball games could be a reality show. Forget this guy. He's done. There's more hijinks still to be had at Shipwreck's games. I see a Patreon coming. No?
Yeah, sure.
Wombat, set that up. You can produce.
Yeah, I'll get it right on.
Executive produce. I thought of a new segment for our show. I don't know if it should necessarily go at the front of the show or the back of the show, or maybe
is it about games or non-games?
Non-games.
That's how we split the show.
I don't think
up.
there's anything on. Yeah, if it's non-games, then I guess it goes up
Okay.
front. What do we got up top?
I was thinking like every week we could tell what problem we're having in our house. There's got to be at least one problem that's annoying as fuck in our house every week.
You know what I did yesterday?
I knew it.
On the day off I took from work.
Fixed everything?
I wish.
Broke everything.
No, I cleaned. We did a basement cleaning yesterday.
Oh, nice.
So my wife and I both took the day off, and we spent about 4.5 hours cleaning the basement. Everything we had. I feel bad for the poor garbage men that came yesterday because I think it was 4 industrial-sized garbage bags just full of junk, plus other various like furniture items that we just got rid of and just had it all on the.
They're good like that though. They just like it's gone somehow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, garbage was. That's why we did it on Monday because garbage comes on Tuesday. They came. They took it all. It was great. We have a truck coming. Not today, obviously, but next Tuesday we have a truck coming from the Lupus Foundation for all the stuff we're going to donate to charity, which is more than we put out for the trash. So right now all the charity stuff is sort of taking up a decent amount of space, but it's all contained, and we know that that's going to be gone. And once all that's gone, I'll have a basement again, and it's going to be very...
Is there enough room for a ping pong table down there?
There is not enough room for a ping pong table down there, but there is enough room where basically what I want to do is divide it up into like 3 parts with like, not with real walls, but sort of, just with furniture. Mm-hmm. And one of those thirds, I should say, is going to be where I'll probably start doing the show from.
Oh, the podcasting zone?
There'll be a little podcasting corner. Which will be cool because I'll be able to display all my stuff and it'll be nice. Then we're going to have another little section where we're probably going to put a TV down there for the kids to watch TV and play with toys. And then there'll be a whole big open space, which we don't know what we're going to do with.
Now, this doesn't really fit in with my segment since it's not a problem.
Well, it was a problem in the sense that I had to spend an entire day cleaning and it was hot and we were sweating.
Oh, now I'm excited.
So, yeah. So it was just, work.
Okay. This doesn't really compare with my kitchen sink fixture collapsing into the sink, even though it's brand new. Well, I guess 2 years old now.
That's well, you have funny.
We do have 2 sinks in the kitchen, like a rock star. It still works actually. The broken sink still functions. It's just the entire fixture is not attached to the countertop anymore. So. But
is it like a hose style thing? I'm trying to remember it.
It's like a normal fixture, yeah. But it's like a hose that goes into a normal fixture. But the whole thing is just that fell apart into the sink. So, and the fun part was I called the plumber and made an appointment, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna come in the morning." They didn't come early enough in the morning, so I called them back and to tell them that like, "Hey, I have to go out now. It's not going to be the morning anymore. Can we reschedule for tomorrow?" They never answer the phone. And so I keep calling, hoping to get someone. I just leave a message eventually. Nobody ever calls me back. Nobody ever comes again. I call them like a couple more times. They never call me back. And yeah, that's awesome.
Might be time for a new plumber.
Yeah. And then I asked one of my neighbors for a recommendation, and they said, "Oh, I heard good things about the plumber X, but I heard that they don't call you back sometimes." And I was like, "Yeah, that's the plumber. That's my plumber." So yeah, so that's my.
It sounds like a plumber bummer.
Yeah, but so I got someone coming tomorrow morning. So we'll see what happens.
Good luck.
Yeah, exciting. How about some show feedback? Wombat.
Oh, that's me.
That's your job.
I got it. Markand has to say he has some thoughts on the arcade 1-Up cabinet. One is he hopes they did their research on how many units they should ship. Ship's comment, "Wait until they go on clearance," is a strong warning. He believes the Final Fight cab will be a dud, but Centipede will be the big seller. And he does think that your 20% off coupon at Bed Bath & Beyond
coupon.
idea... Huh? Well, the idea...
It was my idea.
Would be... I know it was my idea. But still, that's the deal for this. He gave you the credit, so I was just like, whatever. He gave you the credit.
Right.
$320 would be a steal. So yeah, sure.
Well, yeah.
$320.
How do you know how many to make of each one? And if one of them is gonna be like a lot less than the others, then why are you making that one? It's just it does seem like that's going to be difficult to forecast. How many? There's only like 4 varieties or more than that.
I want to say there was 5 varieties.
5, yeah. Well, good luck. They look cool. Don't blow it.
You already have the keychain ones, so you're good.
Yeah, I just have those like on my stairway. People can look at them as they walk up my stairs. Those are pretty cool. Those little $10 ones on Amazon. I'm not really going to play them, but it's fun to just turn them on and make it sound like an arcade for a couple minutes.
Did you get anything from the Prime Day?
Oh, I didn't get anything for Prime Day. That's not true. I did get something. I used that coupon where it was $5 off on books if you spend $20 on books. And I wound up spending $20 on books. Which would have been
About classic
$25.
rock bands?
No, I got books for that Sabrina wanted.
About classic rock bands?
About classic. You know how she loves classic rock.
Sure.
Yeah, no, she hates classic rock actually. Old people music is she.
Oh, really?
No.
Shit.
Yeah.
Ty swallows everything I feed him musically.
Yeah. Elliot says that his favorite band is the Beatles now.
Oh.
I don't know where that came from, but I've been encouraging that. And we played the Beatles station in the car, and Sabrina complained that the Beatles are terrible.
Oh.
I felt bad because I'm sure it really hurt when I kicked her out of the car when we were going like 30 miles per hour.
Yep.
But a father's got to do what a father's got to do.
Yep. When I was in elementary school, one of my friends fell out of the car going 30 miles an hour.
Well,
He was fine. He was actually completely fine. Scared shitless, but
would be too.
we were in the back seat, and all of a sudden the door opened up, and kid was out the door.
I don't even want to know.
Has that happened?
Who was driving?
One of the moms. It was like a carpool somewhere. And he didn't have a seatbelt on, and the door, like, it was like an 80s car. I mean, it was in the 80s.
Wear a seatbelt.
And I just remember, it was like a Volvo, too. I guess the door wasn't closed and just went right out. But he was fine. Like when you're in elementary school, you're like pretty bouncy.
That's messed up.
I saw...
I'm nervous. I am nauseous thinking about that.
Really?
I'm shaky.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw a kid get hit by a car in a parking lot once. Like walking in front of a supermarket, and the car came, didn't slow down. I saw the kid get hit by the car. He went back like, I don't know, 10 to 15 feet in the air and fell down, obviously, and he was fine.
That happened to my brother when he was like 12.
See? Bouncy.
Mm-hmm.
Elementary
Crossing the
schools
street.
are the bouncy years.
I guess so.
What else we have in show feedback besides bouncy years?
Apathy Lad has to say, I've been watching My Hero Academia as well. I'm curious to know what other recommendations you've gotten. You should go with One Punch Man at some point. So people are excited that you're getting into the anime.
Were they?
Yeah.
Thorbon gave me a whole list, and I have to scroll back pretty far in Twitter to find that, and I tried to look for it. It was ones that I've heard of before. Oh, Full Metal Alchemy was one, and I think that was next on Ty's list. But... we've been watching.
How about Cowboy Bebop? I watched that.
That's an old
that was
one,
good. Yeah, so
It's not really. I don't remember that being very kid friendly either.
Oh, I'm sure it isn't. I don't know.
No, this is really funny. Like literally, like Mrs. Chief. Now we all watch it as a family. My Hero Academia, and it's funny. It's just it's funny, and it's entertaining for adults and children. And watching it in Japanese is a real treat, I think, for Mrs. GB and Ty to be able to share that, and they will.
What about that Castlevania cartoon? That's fun for them. What about that?
Yeah, not quite. I think season 2's coming out soon now for that.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to. I like season.
It was good. It was fun.
I did not.
You didn't? I mean, I fell asleep a little bit for like one of the episodes, but other than that one episode,
felt like it was trying too hard for me.
Yeah, okay, it evened out a little. I thought
that's fine. I'm sure it's fantastic. I don't think anime is my thing. Although I did grab the entire first season of Dragon Ball Z for free on Xbox Live because it was free.
It is nice to be able to watch with native Japanese speakers, because they will tell you when the subtitles are not translated properly.
Are we officially doing Watch This Bitches now?
Yeah, we're right in there, baby.
Okay, just checking.
Bitches. Yeah, at one point, All Might was telling the kid that he had to squeeze his. According to the subtitles, it said you must squeeze your buttocks and sing to your heart or something like that. But the actual Japanese was you have to clench your rectum. So you need those details. Those are important details. Two different things. Anyway, what do we got in Watch This Bitches? Anybody else watch the Sacha Baron Cohen show, Who is America?
I watched one clip so far.
Which clip?
When he dressed up as the Israeli soldier with the gun people.
That was just unbelievable.
What with should 4-year-olds have guns?
But not to mention, he
It was
did not
terrible.
look like a real person. Like his face was looked plasticky and frozen.
I mean, they probably don't. If you're not expecting that, I could see how you wouldn't see it. But then again, I've never really sat next to someone wearing that much prosthetics.
Oh my god!
to-
And he walked, but like the way he moved, he like walked like an action figure. It was, and of course, the things he was saying were ridiculous. I don't know. The show was. I yelled at one point. I thought it for sure. I woke up Ty, but it's definitely a very fast half hour of entertainment. Who is America? It's on Showtime, which luckily my father has. So, woohoo!
I have Showtime.
Shipwreck's not going to watch it.
I have no way of watching it. I watched that same clip.
Oh, well, the whole show was really good.
Sure.
Very funny.
I'm sure it's fine. It's fine, but I already know what the show is.
I know, but it's still amazing what people say. And it's not all politics, too. It's like, there's some straight up weird shit in there. Anyway, we went to see Ant-Man last weekend.
What'd you think?
It was a lot of fun.
I'm going to see it this weekend.
Cool.
Awesome.
Be prepared,
Yes.
like Wombat mentioned, to not think about what's happening too hard and just go, ooh, ah, when things get bigger and smaller. That's pretty much the way to
Yeah.
watch that movie.
Just roll with it. It'll save you a headache.
Yeah. And stick around for the post-credits scenes.
Sure.
I
I always do.
Just one. Don't wait for the post-set
I'll
credit.
probably watch them all.
Oh, really?
I'm already sitting there.
I know, but the credits are so long. So many special effects.
I'm good. What else am I going to be
I'll
doing?
say this much: I had to pee so badly when that movie ended,
See?
so I peed while the credits were rolling, and that worked. That worked.
Oh, but you missed.
So.
You mean you don't need to see the post one.
No, I didn't miss any of the credit scenes.
Just the first one is all you need to see.
The first one is worth watching. The second one was kind of lame.
Right. If you want to end on a happy note, just leave as soon as the movie ends.
Stop it,
All right.
Mister talks too much.
No.
You still watching the Luke Cage?
We're still watching Luke Cage. I like. We're having a lot of fun with it. It's not like super fantastic or anything, but compared to the most recent Marvel Netflix shows, it's probably at the top somehow. Which is, I sort of feel weird saying it because there's a lot of weird stuff going on.
It's a better paced season. It feels like.
Yeah.
It felt like to me.
Maybe. And there's like a nice mix of action in there usually. And I do like the villain. I do like Bushmaster, despite the fact he's got a ridiculous name. The actor's awesome,
yes,
though.
he's
I love the casting is just fantastic. I'm mesmerized by that guy's face. I don't know. He's like so handsome, and there's a lot going on his head, basically. Bushmaster.
And he kind of looks like the comic book character, like they found someone who looks like the comic book Bushmaster, but they also but someone who could play the part, and look like the guy. I don't know how they.
He looks a little larger than life. His face somehow looks larger than life. I don't know. I really how to describe it, and plus, I like the character. It's a good character. I did. I did convince Mrs. Cheapy to download the Air Horn app, and we were firing them off, and Ty came down and busted the door open. He's like, "What's going on in here with the air horns?" And he was sleeping. So we woke him up with the air horns. So we don't do that anymore. But it's good. Luke Cage, good job. Good job, everybody. But I'm not done yet. And I still don't like Shades, really.
You're not supposed to.
I just don't like his character. I don't feel like it's a well-developed character somehow. I'm not sure what I don't like about him, but something...
I don't know either.
Something about him, I don't know. He doesn't do that much either. He talks a lot.
Have you gotten to the episode with Iron Fist yet?
No.
Okay.
No. But we must be close because I think we're getting near the end.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, that one's in the middle of the season.
At Koch Comics writes in and asks, anything you missed or skipped this television season but decided to watch this month?
This month? No. I keep thinking that maybe I'll finally watch Supergirl because it's on Netflix and downloadable.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll watch that on the train. But then every time I look at it, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, I think that's too adolescent-y for you.
I've gotten so lukewarm on those CW shows in general, which is really a bummer because I really liked them for a while. Even The Flash, which I was a big fan of. As I mentioned previously on the show, I didn't even finish the season. I just skipped to the last episode to see how it wrapped up because I'd watched the first half of the season. And again, it's sort of falling into that Marvel trap where they're stretching out one storyline way too long. And if it's not that interesting a storyline or that compelling of a supervillain, I don't care about DeVoe. I never did. He was never interesting. And yet they made that a full season. And I don't understand how those people. I don't understand.
Might as well concentrated more on Belle and Biv.
Exactly. That's more clever than anything said on that entire season.
Which show?
The Flash.
Yeah, we stopped watching it a long time ago. We started watching. I don't know if it's this. I guess it's this season. We started watching the most recent season of Humans, which is the show about the robots. It's like I don't know, Westworld without the violence and more realistic, I guess. Or that was Detroit Become Human. It's like that, but a TV show. It's on Amazon Prime Video. So we started watching that. It's good. Still good. No commercials. I don't know if this was read this bitches or watch this bitches, but you probably know Wombat. At Carl Kramer asks for our thoughts and comments on the Batman/Catwoman non-wedding.
I didn't read it.
You know, that's a comic.
It's a comic. Yeah, it was like a big
comic,
deal.
but I didn't read it.
Right. I saw it at the comic store. That's as far as I got.
Okay, so we don't know.
My comic store had like a whole, like, I don't know, whole like setup for this Batman Catwoman.
Wow.
Thing.
Wow. I saw there was a Batwoman TV show or something coming to CW.
Yeah, that's coming. Kathy Kane, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, again, if it's good, then it just needs to be good. You could tell me they're making a show about B'wana Beast. If it's good, I'm on board.
B'wana Beast.
I don't care who the character is. Just make it good. The most interesting character on The Flash this season for me, I thought, was Elongated Man. I've been saying for years, before he was even on this, an idea on Flash, that Elongated Man would make a great TV series, even though it's a dumb character.
Did he give himself that name?
No, he didn't.
Good.
But the old traditionally in the comic books, he was a private detective and he solved mysteries with his wife, and that makes.
Did his wife give him that name?
Yeah, exactly. But you can plug that into a TV show format pretty easily.
But does he stretch around all the time? It sounds expensive to make a TV show like that.
Yeah, well, that's the other, I guess. In the comics, his powers come and go, so I guess they can kind of get away with it.
Happens
that way,
to everybody.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. They only. It sounds weak. A little weak.
Who gave him this name? I gotta know.
I think he's been around since the 60s. So
elongated.
He just showed up, and when's the first time somebody called him Elongated Man?
It was a professor somewhere. He was an English professor. And he said, "Look at that elongated man over there."
Elongated. Look at that. You start typing in elong, and the first thing that comes up is elongated.
Penis?
Ralph Dibny, the elongated man.
His name is Wealth?
Ralph.
Oh, Ralph.
Ralph Dibny. You've never heard of Ralph Dibny?
No.
Ralph and Sue Dibny?
I'm more of a Plastic Man type of guy.
His first appearance was in Flash 112 on May 12th, 1960.
He's been around.
He's been around for a long time.
Good.
Yeah, I know.
It's like Plastic Man.
Plastic Man's a lot more fun, I'm sure.
Plastic Man is more fun. Plastic Man's is the jokey character, and Elongated Man just solves mysteries.
And has a huge penis.
And has a gigantic penis.
Engorged Man was his original name.
Engorged Man, yeah. That's what they were going to call him. And they're like,
That's a little blue.
The comics code may not let us do that.
How about Man with Giant Schlong? No, that's not quite right. Extra large in the pants, man?
Yes.
Perfect.
Does he at least have like a nickname? This seems like way too long of a name for people to shout out.
EM?
Need his help.
Do they call him EM for short? Well, I guess Wombat doesn't read a lot of elongated
Right.
man.
He doesn't know enough information about. He claimed to know a lot about elongated man, but he doesn't know any of the answers to these
That's
questions.
what they called, yes. And his wife was Sue Dibney, and she was killed by the Adams wife when the Adams wife shrunk down super small and stepped on her brain.
Ew. That's
Yeah,
not
it was
nice.
gross.
Just once?
Just once.
That's all it takes. It was a big stomp, probably.
Yeah.
Ew. Gross.
Yep.
We started to talk about shopping and Amazon Prime Day, but I don't think we finished. I didn't hear what you bought.
I bought books. What'd you buy, Ship?
I bought Hotel Transylvania 1 and 2.
I bought a vacuum because my vacuum broke. Not the Dyson
kept
one.
Checking the deals, and I just never they were fine. It just there was nothing I really wanted or needed.
My vacuum
No,
just
there was
broke.
nothing that jumped out at me.
Yeah. I bought a $100 vacuum.
That's not so bad.
No.
Do you not have a robot vacuum?
I have a robot like Swifter thing. It doesn't actually suck, but it swifts, which is pretty good because it's silent. You know what I'm saying? So I just have a cordless broom vacuum type
Gotcha.
thing. But it broke.
Okay. Happens.
It does happen.
Mm-hmm.
How about a word from our good friends at Harry's? Ooh, I have a special announcement I think I can make at the end of this Harry's ad. Remind me, Wombat. Don't forget.
Okay.
Don't blow it. You don't even know about this, Wombat.
I don't. I'm excited.
So Harry's, of course, if you don't know about Harry's was founded by two guys, Jeff and Andy, and they were just tired of paying high prices for razor blades at the drugstore. And they decided to do something about it, so they started their own company, and they bought their own razor blade factory in Germany. And now they sell the blades to you directly over the internet for half the price. And they have a quality guarantee. If you don't love your shave, just let Harry's know within 30 days, and they'll give you a full refund. Refund. They put the fun in refund, Wombat. Did you know that about Harry's?
Sounds right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And they have a special trial offer, which you can claim by going to harrys.com/CAG. That'll get you a $13 value trial set that comes with a weighted ergonomic handle, 5-blade razor with lubricating strip and trimmer blade, rich lathering shave gel, and a travel blade cover. Listeners of our show can redeem their trial set at harrys.com/CAG. Make sure you go to harrys.com/CAG to redeem your offer and let them know that we sent you to help support the show. Of course, we love Harry's. I just discovered that Harry's now has a body soap, which is actually on sale at Target right now. I just came from Target. And the body soap is great. I bought the Shiso one. Shiso flavor. And I don't know. I smell like Shiso now, and everybody loves it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I was very excited. Like, I love walking into Target and seeing that Harry section.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing like what new products they have. So yes, of course, just head over to harrys.com/CAG, everybody. Oh, and the big, I think I can say this now. If it doesn't come through, then well, whatever. But Harry's said that they're going to hook up people who come to Long Island Retro with some Harry's stuff. So I think that's pretty cool.
I agree.
So yeah, and I didn't like ask or anything. They just came and said, "Hey, we'd love to hook up your fans with."
Well, it's a razor, Harry.
With free Harry stuff. So yeah, and Long Island Retro is the weekend of August 11th, and we're going to be on Sunday at 2 p.m. in the main theater, and you can go to liretro.com to buy tickets. It's a lot of fun. Just check out all the stuff that's going on that weekend. It's a really packed schedule of stuff. If you're a big nerd, which you probably are if you're listening to this show.
I am.
I would imagine. So yeah, exciting things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good stuff. You know what else is exciting? New releases.
All right.
Your time to shine.
Right. We're recording a little bit early in the week, so these are kind of cobbled together new releases, but
I feel like some of these we already talked about.
Yeah, that's why you have to go to the coming soon section and not the new release section.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
This is where we rely on your expertise to filter through the noise.
Right.
I was gonna say that's not what you linked to, so I got confused. I'm not very good at this.
Just let Shipwreck fly. Just let him fly.
I'll be fine. So this week we have Guts and Glory.
Sure.
That's a new tiny build published game.
Okay.
According to Metacritic, it's the craziest game show on Earth, where ordinary people compete in extraordinary challenges of life and death and glory.
Sounds exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I see that Nighthawk is coming to the Xbox One. Nighthawk 2.
Nidhogg.
Nidhogg?
Yes.
Whatever. However you pronounce it, it's a fun game.
Is it the first one or the second one?
The second one.
Oh, okay.
They're both fun
The
games.
one with the
but
weird
second
looking
one is
goopy people.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that game.
The claymation looking.
It's fun.
Yes.
Also on Xbox One, there is, I don't know. Do you know any of the rest of these?
Nope. I do not know what the Long Reach is.
How about the Far Cry 5 DLC?
That's a thing that
is
came
something
out.
that came out, and I played some of it before we did the show.
Oh, me too.
So I played like an hour, maybe.
Okay, I have strong opinions about this, I have to say.
Strong positive or negative?
They're really sort of split. Like I like the setting a lot, and I like having basically a jetpack and flying around and shooting lasers. I hate the characters. I don't understand why we have. I mean, I don't even know what you call these guys. Like irreverent rednecks.
Well, they're characters from Far Cry 5.
But it's okay, great.
You don't remember them from the game?
Dude, they're all like cookie cutter rednecks who.
Well, one is one of the people that you could actually choose to be your sidekick.
Okay, if he's not the guy with the plane or the helicopter or an animal, then I don't know who they are.
Okay. Well, one of the guys, the guy you're playing as,
Yeah. Oh, I just hate
that's
it.
the guy with the plane.
He is great. Okay, I hate it. It bothers me. I don't know why. I get like it's fun to make a game that's like irreverent and everybody's goofy and saying weird things, but given the Mars setting, I think it would have gone a long way
if it was a little more separate, like the Vietnam.
Yeah,
one.
that's what I was expecting. That's exactly. I didn't know anything about it, and I was really disappointed because I like the setting and the game looks great on the Xbox One X, and I love the low gravity situations where you can jump and fall without taking damage. I love all that, but then the characters open their mouth, and it's just, I guess it's much like the main game of Far Cry 5. I like a lot about the main game, but most of the times the characters open their mouth, I just want to select an animal instead. At least the guys on your team. I don't mind the villains so much. Kind of like the villains, but yeah. So
I still can't believe you haven't finished.
I'm so close. I'm on the part. So I did play some today because Wombat was scolding me for not playing, and I did unlock the last guy. I guess the third guy. So I'm ready to fight him, and then after I fight him, I fight somebody else, or no?
Yeah. Yes.
Right after, immediately after.
Pretty much. Yeah. Immediately after, if you've cleared the three main sections,
but I haven't cleared. I haven't cleared the third boss.
Okay. Clear the third boss, and then the final mission unlocks, and you can just go right to it.
Nice. Okay.
And at any time.
Okay. Yeah.
So then, but when you do get that far and you're about to head to the final boss, that's when you need to stream it.
Okay.
Because the world needs to watch your reaction to the end of this game.
Okay. So I guess I need to hook up a camera. I guess I have to do it on Mixer.
I probably have oversold it.
Okay.
But,
Well, whatever. I won't.
Yeah. At this point, I've definitely oversold it, but you need to do it.
So the character, the Lost on Mars thing, that didn't bother you? The dudes, every time they open their mouth, it didn't.
I mean, again, I've only played for about an hour.
Okay.
But, I mean, to say it bothered me.
No? Okay. I just felt like maybe just because I saw the potential to have it be with a little bit more serious, and I don't know. They did the what was it, Blood Dragon or something?
I don't know about serious.
Yeah, Blood Dragon,
and
I enjoyed that. That's one of my favorite Far Cry.
Yeah, and that was good, and like it made sense in that environment, like the 80s irreverence.
It was short too. I liked that it was short.
Right. It just that everything fit there. This, I get that they're trying to be
Far Cry
different.
always feels like I'm playing the same game 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm a little embarrassed, I guess, that I didn't recognize that those were the characters from the main game. I was just so annoyed.
How could you? Really?
I don't know.
I haven't played nearly as much, but like, yeah, all the people are the same in that game.
Well, if someone said Herc to you, Ship, do you know who Herc is?
No.
Is he the pilot?
Okay.
He's
the guy with the
star
rocket
of
launcher.
Herc's Adventures, a PS1 game that was not Disney's Hercules, but
No.
a different Hercules.
No, HURK. He was in Far Cry 4 also.
I don't know. All right. Well, maybe some people won't mind that. I was just looking for something a little more serious, and I guess if I had known that it was going to be like that, maybe.
I wouldn't want more serious. I can understand you wanting it to be different characters, but I don't necessarily think the tone is
Okay. All right. Yeah. Whatever.
like maybe not rednecky, maybe still like I thought it was going to be kind of like have like a 50 sci-fi feel.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Or
Similar
even a
to,
90s.
like,
How about a 90s one? Like Total Recall style.
Let's
Let's just bite that. Let's just bite that direct.
Yeah. Exactly. No, that's fine. Again, yes, that's a good reference too. So, but though neither
Or
of those
any of the
would be
decades
serious.
in between them.
Sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. And what else we have in new releases?
Oh,
That's it.
we've moved on to the Switch is where we've gone.
Oh.
All the games are here.
Yes. So many.
Sausage Sports Club.
That sounds like a porno.
I heard that if you play Sausage Sports Club at the gym, someone will call the cops.
Right. Depends on the gym.
Let's see here. Pool Plant Panic. That looked kind of fun. It's an Adult Swim published game.
Mm-hmm.
That looked interesting. I may give that a go. Animal Rivals. It's a Switch edition.
Okay. Great.
Mm-hmm. Vertical Strike Endless Challenge.
Oh, we
For the
forgot to
Switch.
play the game, Switch game or not Switch game.
Oh, okay. Sure, go for it. Lost Phones Stories.
I don't know.
Hello?
I'm waiting for your guess.
Oh, I was going to say that's a Switch game.
Yes, it is, probably.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
How about Time for Bed?
Not a Switch game.
Correct. Back to Bed is the Switch game.
Wow.
See, I almost got you there. All right. What? Anything else for new releases?
No. Well, Johnny Turbo put out
he
Shootout this week.
Which one?
Shootout.
Shootout. I don't know that. I don't know a lot of these Johnny Turbo games, which surprises me because I spent a lot of time in arcades growing up, like a lot of time.
Too much time.
Well, maybe. Johnny Turbo. I need to see what this is because why don't I ever know these games?
It's because they were named horribly, is why.
I don't even see.
Poor SEO on Shootout.
Yeah, good luck finding that. I'm never going to find that. Yeah, all right. I guess we'll never know.
Also, City Connection was the Arcade Archive, and the Arcade Archive Neo Geo game was League Bowling.
Oh, I found Shootout. It's a this game? Wow, this is some old school shit right here. This can't be it.
It's the one that
1985, it's a third person shooter, basically.
Yeah,
in
like
a carnival.
Oh, I don't know. Is it a carnival? I thought it was like gangsters.
Yeah, there's gangsters. There's a gangster level. There's a carnival level.
Is it like a Hogan's Alley kind of ripoff game?
It's sort of like that, but you actually see your character. I don't know why anybody would buy this in 2018, but sure. I mean, whatever floats your boat. Okay. Anything else?
Not for this week. Next week has some stuff, but we'll talk about that next week.
Okay. Now it's time for multi-platforming and Wombat's Overwatch Onslaught and news and stuff. I think that new character is coming out next week? Yeah, next week, Wombat. So get ready for
That's the anal gerbil?
yeah, Wrecking Ball.
Rectum ball.
Wreck your
Gerbil.
rectum. I was very surprised to see this headline when I was searching for stories to talk about Wombat. Did you see this one?
I knew it was coming.
Okay, I had forgotten. Did they had promised this or something?
They had promised this.
Well, let's explain what this is, by the way.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So, Lord of the Rings, Shadow of War, when it launched, it had an interesting microtransaction system. And by interesting, I mean terrible. Where you had to buy crates in order to get orcs for your army. And it got to a point where if you weren't buying crates, the game was unusually difficult.
It was the end game, I believe.
Yeah, and yeah, well, it's sort of like
Late game.
Late game. Because I played that first section of the game where it was a lot of fun. Then all of a sudden it started to get weird. And I kind of had just kind of fallen off of it, actually. And then they announced back in April that starting in May, they were no longer going to allow people to buy crates anymore because they were going to phase out the crate system with a huge update coming today.
Okay.
And that update came today. And I turned the game on today to see what it was like.
Oh, okay. Good.
To check out, I'm like, well, what's in its place? Where's the menu? What is... And that whole thing where you can't even buy crates anymore with in-game money, which is kind of weird.
Are there crates anymore?
I think you could still earn them by doing some challenges. Like in-game challenges, kill these 5 guys or whatever.
I have a question.
But
I have a very important question.
Yes.
The most important question of all, and it's for Shipwreck. Why would they do this now? Is it just to get in the news?
I guess. I mean, this game's done, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm imagining.
Well, I mean, you could lead that right into. I mean, the game was mostly well received, except for that element. Maybe
it's too late now, though. It's.
I don't know. I mean, now it's the middle of the summer. You put it on sale for a decent price.
I don't think people care, but I think the best thing it is like a sign of goodwill to go forward for Warner Brothers.
Yes.
Hey, we learned our lesson. We're not going to do this again.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. This is probably that the people are getting paid to fix this game. This is not just like flicking a switch and bam.
No, I think if they could have done it sooner, they would have. I think it took them until July to get this right. Because they probably had to change a lot of the balancing in the game to make it playable without basically trying to force people to buy crates.
The average number of players playing this game concurrently on Steam is about 3,200, 3,300.
That's not bad.
I mean, it's not nothing, but it's
for a game that that's not online. That's just a single player story game that's been out since last November. That's not bad. That's not 22.
But is it worth? I mean, I just don't understand what the motivation is. Maybe it's because they're gonna. I don't know. They
had to make a reaction and they committed to it.
And it just took a long time because it's not just.
I don't think there's any problems with it. They
no. I'm just
made
curious.
A mistake. Yeah, sometimes you just have to fix your mistakes, and it doesn't make total financial sense. I would say
that works for me.
I mean, No Man's Sky is having that huge update next week.
Yes.
And they could have also just said, forget it. But that game is also launching on the Xbox One next week. So I guess that's different.
Oh, interesting. I watched the trailer. It was very impressive looking.
It looks really cool. I'm going to give it a shot. I'll dive back in. What do I got to lose? I already own the game.
Sure. All right. I also do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have to find my disc and put it in.
We can play together.
Oh.
We can explore the galaxy together.
on your couch watching you play it.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be fun.
Yep.
Maybe. Did you watch the trailer, Ship?
I have not checked out the trailer yet.
It does not have funny Jurassic Park music.
I kind of don't want to watch anything about it, and maybe I'll just go play it. I feel like we saw a lot of stuff before it came out. That didn't go so well.
Has anybody remixed the new trailer with the Jurassic Park music? Because
that's like I want it to come out and be good, and then maybe have someone do it and be like, "Look, now it's like this." So we'll see what happens. I'll definitely give it a shot though, because like I said, I already have the game. It's not like I have nothing to lose.
No, it looks.
So,
I'm
I'm assuming I'll start over again from the beginning because I haven't played that game in.
I don't know how it's gonna work. I have no idea, but it has multiplayer now and much improved graphics, and you can build.
So
bases.
Is there now a third-person mode?
There's a third-person mode, optional third-person mode. It looks good, especially for free for a free update. I mean, yeah, smart to time it with the Xbox release. It's pretty cool.
I bet it looks great on the One X and 4K.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Buy it again.
No, thank you.
Review copy.
I'm just saying.
Review copy.
Yes, I'm sure that they're going to be sending that to us right away because we all said something on the show.
What do you mean? Well, you have to email them. Maybe it's waiting in your inbox now. You never know.
Oh, I better check my emails.
What else do you have here in your Overwatch Onslaught and news and stuff, Wombat?
What's this nonsense about Rainbow Six?
They will now auto-ban people for typing in racist things in the chat. It's completely automated. So
that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, why would you not do that? I mean,
it's funny is I read this online. Someone I don't know who. So I saw this just like retweeted by someone I don't know who, that they were using this to their advantage in the game. And that when the game starts, they would say something like, okay, everybody, let's go. No racial slurs, please. And as soon as the person says that, someone on the opposite team, like as a knee-jerk reaction, will respond with some racial slur.
Okay, because they didn't know about the new banning system,
and then automatically get banned.
And nice, and now they're down a man. That team.
Exactly.
I like that thinking. I could work. I feel like I could work this, but most people probably know about the new system.
Well, even if people are stupid.
Yes, well, that we know.
And if you goad someone
need to go out of their way to prove that they're racist.
Yes. It seems like a good system. There's stages of banning. So like the first offense, I think, is only like a half-hour ban or something like that. But it makes perfect sense. What else we got here?
I've been playing a game. It was a new release last week.
Uh-huh.
Hotel Transylvania 3.
It's a game?
How is it?
The game.
How is it?
So the reason I've been playing it was I went to see the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile at Kroger.
Uh-huh.
I've done that before at the Stop and Shop. I get it.
And I happened to have a free rental at Redbox for a free game. And there was a Redbox right there next to the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Okay. And it had a sign up that said, "We have the Hotel Transylvania 3 game." So I went, I need to know.
How much, right. Oh, it must be unbelievably horrible.
It's not unbelievably horrible. It's Pikmin.
It's an Xbox and PlayStation game?
And Switch.
Wow.
So when you say it's Pikmin, because I'm familiar with Pikmin, and I'm also familiar with the Hotel Transylvania universe. What are the little things that you're controlling? Are they bats?
They're bats.
Are they little? They are bats.
They're little bat creatures.
Okay.
And yeah, you crash land on an island, and you have to find all these things. And as you do that, you build up your little armies of bats. And
are they different colored bats?
Yes, although I only have the one kind in the time that I've played so far. But yeah, you have you get your different kinds of bats that do different things, and you explore the island, and you find spawning points from where you can cash in your bats or take them back out and switch them out and everything. And then those spawning points are where you can start the next time, because it also has a roguelike element to it, in that each session is only 10 minutes long because the vampires can't be out during the day. So whatever you get done in that 10 minutes stays, and then you revert back to the cruise ship for the daytime, and then you come back at the next night. Wow.
Complicated game for a movie tie-in.
Yeah. I Googled the game title, just the game, Hotel Transylvania 3 game, and I can't even get a screenshot to come up in Google.
It doesn't surprise me. I liked the time of licensed movie games, just because I I kind of like that you never knew what level of crap you were going to get or what they were.
Right.
Like, oh, here's the Battleship game. Oh, it's a first-person shooter. Great. But yeah, like I went in totally blind on this. I'm like, holy crap! So they went out of their way to make a Pikmin clone, which I can only think of. Like, you have Pikmin and you have Overlord. Like, those are the two series that I know of that use this mechanic.
So you play as Dracula
Or Mavis. You get to pick. You can either play as Dracula or Mavis.
Okay.
Obviously, Adam Sandler is not providing voice work.
If he is, he's repeating the same lines over and over again. But
Or it could be just taken from the movie, but there's no way he's sitting for a recording session.
Because it's so hard to find someone to go, Scooby-Doo-Doo.
As Bela Lugosi.
Yeah.
I mean, all the lines could just be
I don't
completely
say
out of the
blah,
movie. I don't
blah,
know.
blah.
But I mean, by no means is it like a top like AAA game or anything, but it's a $40 game that is kind of well done. Like
Shabadoo.
yeah.
All right, good. Always reporting on the big new releases, Shep. Thank you.
Hotel Transylvania 3. Everybody rush out to get it.
Yes.
Shabadoo.
Shabadoo.
Mm-hmm. I having not seen any of the movies, I was able to catch up the speed pretty quickly.
Yeah.
What was going
You
on?
haven't seen any of them? Not even the first one?
No.
Me neither.
Oh. Well, yeah, you I can understand because you're a snob. But
I like quality entertainment.
I feel like Shipwreck would have seen it. I think your daughter's really going to like it.
I bought the first two movies on Amazon
I know.
because I had a Verizon, you know, those credits you get or whatever, the Verizon, my
Rewards.
Verizon, whatever
Yeah.
credits.
Right.
I had $8 in Amazon Video credits, and then the movies were on sale for $6 each for Prime Day. And then when I bought the movies, unbeknownst to me, I got 2 movie tickets to go see Hotel Transylvania 3.
Oh, enjoy that.
So for like $4 out of pocket, I got both the movies and tickets to the latest and greatest.
You got it for $4. You got a lot of mediocre entertainment.
And I got the game to play for free. For
And
the night.
right, I stand by my original
I am
statement.
all in on Hotel Transylvania right now.
I don't think you're going to hate the first one.
I need to go to the Reds game and get the Hotel Transylvania bobblehead. That might have been last
Yeah.
week. I'm not sure.
All right. Nintendo. We have a bunch of questions here from people. At DPatrick0991 asks, has any of your Nintendo Switch consoles started to crack? Should I hold off on purchasing a unit to see if Nintendo makes any improvements to the build quality? Have they revised?
Mine hasn't.
Have they?
Mine has.
There's no new revision still, right? We're still
No,
on.
no new revision. But they are starting to crack. Particularly if you're playing it a lot in the dock, because the heat is building up and it's expanding and contracting. And there's some, like if you look at the top of your Switch, there's some really skinny pieces of plastic. Like I think that's where the speakers are. I believe something's up there. There's some openings, and those are starting to crack, as well as along the sides where the Joy-Cons attach on the back side of one of those on the main unit.
Didn't you call exactly both of those things when the machine came out?
I don't know if I specifically called out those two areas, but I called out some of these issues. I mean, sticking it in that dock and letting it build up heat, and then putting like those high stress concentrations on those, like some of the corners on this stuff and like where you're going to be holding it. Yeah, it's going to crack. Right. That's the noise it makes. But if obviously I would assume that yours is not cracking, Wombat, because you don't play it. And
Nope.
That's the same as if you don't play it, it's not going to crack. You're safe not playing it.
Good.
Because it's
Perfect.
It's not getting into the heat
I'm in
issues.
good shape then.
Right. Not getting into the heat issues or the warping issues from the way you're constantly torquing the thing while you're holding it.
Mint condition for mine and Wombat Switches.
Mine's not cracking either, and I actually play it, but I haven't been playing it a lot in docked mode. So
Right. So you're good.
And I haven't been playing it a ton. Like I played a reasonable amount.
So to answer this guy's question, yeah, I would hold off a little bit. There's got to be one coming soon because it always happens. They figure out a way to make these things a little bit cheaper, and it seems like this holiday season could be that about the right time for that to happen.
And there's a lot of pictures coming online of people realizing how hard work stuff.
At Molten Hawk asks, what would you suggest for 8 to 10-year-olds? What should their upgrade from their archaic Wii be? I mean, I would say the Switch. Don't you think? For an 8 to 10-year-old, I would say nothing, or an iPhone. I would say nothing. Too young.
Well, no, that's not true either.
I know.
Your son is 10. My daughter's 10. They like video games.
Right, but he doesn't have his own machine. He's got what I got.
No, I mean, Sabrina has her iPad. She's more into that. I was gonna say though, but for games, if you're really looking for the most affordable option and you don't care about portable, I would say get an Xbox One S and Game Pass, because there's a lot of rated E games, family games on that you could download. Like 60 games that you could just download the day you get your console.
And at that age, the kids don't care if they're playing the new hotness or not.
They care if they're playing Mario, though, or not. Like, if they're in the...
Well, that's what I was going to say. But if your kids if you're looking for the new Mario game and that's what you want to play with your kids, then you're getting a Switch and you're going to get Mario and Mario Kart, Mario Tennis.
Yeah, you're going to deal with it.
And you'll be fine.
Right.
So but those are the two questions. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
If they want to play Fortnite, but see, you can play that on the Switch now too.
Yep.
Yeah, you can play that on the Switch. You can play that on an iPad.
Just get them a Switch. It'll be fine.
Right.
Unless they want to play Minecraft. I guess you can play Minecraft on the Switch too.
Yep.
There goes that whole theory. It's just you have to buy all those games, but still, they're not so that bad. And Fortnite's free.
Microsoft, Ship, you finally finished Halo 5?
I did.
Congratulations.
I went back and I remember popping this game in the week it came out. I bought it at launch, and I did not do my research prior to it, I guess, because I sat down to play it with Mrs. Shipwreck, and then we learned that it didn't have split screen co-op, which was the first one of the series not to have it. I guess I just assumed that was a Halo thing.
Okay.
Because in the past it definitely was. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of set it on the shelf for, I don't know, three years. And I picked it back up recently and played through it. That it's good. Like, the shooting's still good and everything. That has to be like the most unmemorable selection of levels in any Halo game by far.
Yeah, I can't even remember any of them.
It's pretty much just hallways for the most part.
Do you think that Halo, at least the campaign mode, suffers from lack of innovation? I mean, it doesn't really have like RPG elements, I guess, which seems to be a staple of pretty much every game. It's pretty much just move forward.
No, I don't think that. I have no problem with Halo being a first-person shooter with built around like interesting encounters and good gunplay. I don't need to be upgrading Master Chief. I'd like to play as Master Chief. That would be good.
Yeah.
They keep making that mistake for some reason and trying to get us to play as different people.
That does. It bothers me too. It's like, I want to play as the guy. It'd be like, here's the new Super Mario game, and in the beginning he gets kidnapped and you're playing as someone new.
Right.
Mario.
I get they're trying to expand the universe and make you care about these other people or something, but you're really only just caring about when you're going to get to play as Master Chief again.
Mm-hmm.
Or like what Cortana is up to. Like, that's the interesting part, is Master Chief and Cortana. Arbiter, I can kind of get behind, but you don't even get to play as him in this game. Like, he's there. You get to fight alongside him for a little while. But
does he vote in the Galactic Senate like Jar Jar Binks? Because I feel like he's
Arbiter. Don't put Arbiter in the same category as Jar Jar Binks.
he's the Jar Jar of the Halo franchise.
No, Arbiter's fine. Arbiter's like the second strongest character. Like, it's Master Chief and then Arbiter, and then, well, I guess if you consider Cortana a person as well. I'm sure Cheapy does, because he's very much robot rights.
I was gonna say that's pretty. That's a heavy concept right there.
I've never followed any part of the Halo story. Like, none of it. I've never understood what's going on.
They leave a lot to not follow in there.
I like literally nothing. I don't know who Master Chief. I never understood who Master Chief was. Cortana. Okay, I knew she was like some computer thing, but I never understood anything she said. It was just like verbal diarrhea to me.
Right. Like, see, I've read books and comics and watched movies and stuff, so I have a lot of the backstory filled in. But yes, the games themselves leave a lot to be desired as far as the lore goes. But it's whatever. Halo 5 was fine. It was clear that there was a lot of stuff probably left on the cutting room floor for time, because nothing really gets resolved at all in this game.
Okay.
It's like one big prelude. And they don't even get to like the music right, because was Marty O'Donnell, he was off on this one? Didn't he get fired or whatever in the development of this one? So you never have like, there's only like one time I can remember where like the Halo music started to swell, like as you were like getting into like an intense battle, which is kind of what you want in Halo as well. I don't know. They missed the mark barely in a bunch of areas that they could have made better. So I think they have probably heard all this stuff over the last 3 years, and
they're working on it.
Yeah, they're working on it. Yeah, there was hardly like even like any interesting like vehicle levels or anything in this one, which is kind of a Halo thing as well. Like you always get like this is like the open area with the tank, and we're gonna have which they had it in there, and they had like a little area where you were flying around the Banshees.
Sure,
but
gotta have that.
But it just felt like, okay, yeah, we gotta have that, and this
checking off a box,
right? I just remember like Halo 1 through 3. There was like so many memorable moments of
magic.
Yeah, like they were hitting it then. These last two, I don't know.
Well, you know, the gaming business is so much different now than it was back then. And, you know, back then you could just focus on putting together a really solid single player experience and a competent multiplayer, or even like a fantastic multiplayer, and that's enough.
Multiplayer. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But and that's like more than enough. That's like back then. That was like a more than complete package. Now you have to worry about how you're going to monetize the game, and every aspect has to be monetized. And maybe we just spend more time on the multiplayer. It's just a different landscape now. So I'm not surprised that Halo 5 didn't recapture any of that magic. It's just such a different environment now. There's no focus anymore. Right?
It looked nice.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
When's the next one coming out? Is that this? That's not this.
That's not for a while.
Not
Remember?
for a while.
Oh no, you weren't at the press conference.
Yeah.
They showed like Master Chief and kind of like some open worldy looking concepts, which I'm down with that. I think.
Yep.
I think that's. I mean, there's gonna be. I know you said it doesn't need it. I think the next Halo game is gonna be very different.
Oh, I mean, sure. I wouldn't. It could certainly add those things, and I would be into it as well. But I think there's still room for just a really good, straightforward Halo game as well. But I don't know that they know how to make it. That's the problem.
Did they ever know how to make it?
Oh no, Bungie did. Bungie knew how to make that. They were kings of the world, and then it all went down poorly for everybody involved. That they're still making plenty of money, but you see where Destiny's at now, and you're like, that's kind of a bummer. I get done playing Halo 5 3 years later. I'm like, okay.
I was surprised to see that the Destiny. I mean, I guess no one else was surprised, but the fact that you need not just Destiny 2, but also all of the expansions to be able to play the Forsaken, the next expansion. You need all that shit. So, and I guess that's the way they've done it before, but I feel like, again, like there's been a lot of pushback for both Destinies now. And I'm surprised they're not trying to make it easier for people to jump in at this point.
I guess because they know they know how many people have stuck with it, and they know how many people are going to buy this.
I'm sure they've crunched the numbers and felt like that this way is better, but it just...
I don't think this is about getting new people to come back to Destiny.
It's about milking the people who are on the fence or are already all in.
Already there, who already own those expansions, that already are on the hook.
I just feel like for someone like me who played a lot, and you did too, Wombat, played a ton of the vanilla Destiny 2, if they just said, okay, all you had to do is if you own Destiny 2, just buy this add-on and you're in, I would be thinking about it. But I saw like, wait, I got to buy
You're not buying a $60 add-on to a game.
But that's my point. Why is there a $60 add-on to this game? Why is this a $60 add-on? It's more than $60. Because you need all the other shit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand. Like, why alienate someone like me? It's just weird decision. And like you said, I'm sure they've crunched the numbers, but it to me, it seems like the math must be wrong. Because it's a little illogical. I don't know.
Highly illogical.
Captain.
The math on these games is so hard now, though. Like,
right, because it's not just about buying the game.
Right. Like, it used to be so... like straightforward to budget these games and know how much you were going to make,
how much to charge,
right?
How much to charge for the expansions.
Now you have to decide like this whole business model of, okay, is our multiplayer free like Halo 5? Are we giving away all the DLC? Are we making these expansion packs?
Right. How much money can we plan on making, not just with the price of the expansion packs, but with the additional in-game purchases that go along with these expansion packs?
And if you do it right, you're going to make a whole lot of money. And if you do it wrong, you're going to have Star Wars 2.
I just figure, you mean Battlefront?
Yeah, Battlefront, yes.
Yeah, I just feel like, why not keep the arms wide open for people like me who are just like, make the barrier a little lower.
Because they don't need to.
I guess not.
It might actually be more work.
I guess there's the whales out there are making it happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's either you want Grand Theft Auto 5. You need to avoid Battlefront 2. You have to keep the press positive while still maintaining microtransactions. None of this is easy.
Yep.
And hopefully have a good enough game that people just want to play your stupid game.
I guess so. Where are
Good
we
luck,
here?
everybody.
Good luck. We can do it.
Good luck, people making games.
It seems hard. It seems real hard.
It seems way harder than it used to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you used to just have to worry about making a good game.
Yeah.
And then putting some
And what
marketing
games
behind
can
it.
get away with things that other ones can't? Like, could Red Dead Redemption get away with... I mean, I don't think it'll have loot boxes, but could it get away with loot boxes?
You didn't even have to patch these games in the past. It was whatever you got done with it, you put it out the door.
And now you have a Lord of the Rings game getting patched almost a year later, getting rid of all the microtransactions.
What a world. What a world. All right. Where are we here? I think we're time to wrap it up, I think. That's where I think we are.
All right. You're the boss.
I'm getting hot. It's a little moist down here.
It's getting late.
Let's see. Where are we here? Let's just say goodbye. Let's remind everybody of several important things. First, to follow us on Twitter at GBD, at New Wombat, at Shipwreck, and of course at Video Game Deals. We, of course, would love to see you at LI Retro for our panel on Sunday, August 12th. Go to liretro.com. It's going to be a lot of fun. People travel from far away to come see us. I was impressed. Some people came from very far away last year.
The furthest of boroughs.
No. Some people came from way too far. Yep. I was like, oh, really? And of course, we'd love for you to go to harrys.com/CAG to redeem their trial set. You're going to love it. harrys.com/CAG. And we will see you next week.
Bread's done.
do it. You can do it. You can do the Pac-Man cereal. You can do the Pac-Man with Pac-Man marshmallows. You can open wide, gobble up the ghost and hide inside. Marshmallow orange, red, pink, and blue. Trouble up good, or they might kill you. You can do it. You can do the Pac-Man.
Packed with marshmallows and corn pops, Pac-Man cereal's part of a good breakfast.
You can do it. You can do the Pac-Man.